Okay, Kennedy, go try, please. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't use this very often, so I have no idea how to tell whether anybody is here or not. Welcome, welcome. I guess I am just going to wait a little bit so that I can try to hope there's some people are here. And then I'm going to start reading. So, welcome. I am Carlotta Berry, and I am a children's book author. And part of me being more intentional in 2025 is promoting not only my children's books, but my romance novels. So today is a celebration day because my books will now be available in hardback. This is a hardback of There's a Robot in My Closet, which was my first ever children's book. It was released in March of 2024. So we're almost to the 1 year anniversary. And I have since released 5 other books as well. There's a robot in my after school. There's a robot at my summer camp. There's a robot in my classroom, and there's a robot in my troop. The In My Troop is a shout out to the Girl Scouts. It is Girl Scout cookie season, so please check some of my social media posts if you are hankering for some Girl Scout cookies. Then I have my new series. This is part of the There's a Robot series. My new series of books are Robotics Explorations. There's a Robot series is for baby through about 8 years old. Robot Explorations is for kindergarten through about 9 years old. And ideally, I will have another older book series. Those may end up being graphic novels, and those will be for the older kiddos, probably starting 4th through maybe 7th or 8th grade, coming soon. Still trying to work on that. Got some other book proposals in the works that I may end up doing for that. But in the meantime, as part of my celebration of my books now available in hardback, I want to read my first book, which is There's a Robot in My Closet. I will start reading more often as the others come in hardback. I will come on and do a reading for those as well. If you are interested in purchasing my books, hopefully this one will be online soon, but you can go to Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as their Walmart.com has some available and a few other websites. The easiest thing to do is to just do a search on Google for There's a Robot in My Closet, Dr. Carlotta A. Berry, and see where it comes up, the most reasonably priced. Most places, it's right around $12.99. So if it's somewhere more than $12.99, I would check out another website. It is also available in Kindle Unlimited for those of you who like to read with your kiddos on iPads or maybe even on your mobile phone. So with that being said, let's read my first hardback novel board, my first hardback children's book, available under Kids STEM books, engineering books, robot books, and this is Malika and Rovie, the Robot in Her Closet. There's a Robot in My Closet. And shout out to Anak Bulu. She's in Indonesia. Found her on Fiverr, and she is my illustrator. She brings all of my robot visions to life. I forgot to mention my older book series is called Robotics Explorations, and book 1 has been released, and it is What's the Matter with Orbit? So let's get started. And also shout out to Tiffany Christina Lewis, who is my writing mentor at Rebellion Lit, Authors Help Services, who lays out all my books and also is my favorite beta reader. Dedication. This book is dedicated to all the little girls who think outside the box, Whether you enjoy being quiet or loud, alone or with others, math or drawing, dolls or trucks, just keep being yourself and letting your imagination run wild. There's a robot in my closet, and she loves to look at me, even when I'm coloring, and she thinks that I can't see. She has long, curly lashes and a body that's fire engine red. My robot is very shy and likes to hide beneath my bed. There's Malika coloring and her robot. Then she got courageous and came out to play with me. I wrote code to help her draw and color. Our picture was so pretty. I named my robot Rovie, like the one that went to Mars. At night, we looked out my window and stared up at the stars. Then I put my favorite teddy on Rovie's back to get a ride. I used my robot to drive her around. That gave me lots of pride. The next day, I had an idea to teach Rovie a new trick. I added a color sensor so Rovie would know which one to pick. There she is driving her robot. Next, I changed the code so Rovie could follow the color blue. I made a maze and waved a paper so she could find her way through. My robot is very cool, and I want everyone to see. I'm taking Rovie out of my room to show my family. I tried to show Rovie to my brother, but he was busy playing games. As soon as he finally looked up, Rovie froze. What a shame. He said Rovie didn't do anything because he couldn't see. Then he threw down his car, held his belly, and laughed at me. That wasn't very nice of her brother. I showed Rovie to my baby sister, but she didn't understand. Rovie got really still when baby reached out a sticky hand. A sticky, sticky hand. I went to tell my daddy, but he was busy on the phone. Daddy glanced back from his desk. Rovie got still as a stone. Rovie acted like a plushy toy, which made me upset. Daddy shushed me, waved me off, and said, Malika, please, I can't play yet. I went to tell my mommy, but she was baking pies and cakes. Rovie rode close to smell. Mommy turned, then Rovie slammed on the brakes. I just couldn't understand why Rovie sometimes fakes. Malika, can you please go play? I have no time for breaks. Yeah. So this book is for all those parents and librarians who told me it's very difficult for you to get paperback books because they just don't hold up as well, or they don't do well on the shelves, or they get hidden between the books because they're paperbacks. Now that they are in hardback, this is for all you babies to come and get your own. I returned to my room, but I felt a little down. Maybe my family didn't want Rovie or me around. I know my family would love Rovie if they can only give her a chance. Rovie wanted to comfort me, so she began to dance. Rovie is also an entertainment robot. I laughed and used her buttons to code a happy song so she would have some music to play along. Then I changed the program to blink the lights with the beat. This made me laugh and smile as I stomped my feet. Rovie spun in circles and shone her colored lights. Now I was giggling because it was such a silly sight. Yes, I was a kindergarten teacher in a prior life. So this engineering professor does well with reading books to kids too. There's a robot in my closet, and my family came to see. They realized I was doing STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, and it filled them with glee. They asked to know all about it and wanted to learn from me. Rovie and I will show them how much fun robots can be. The end. And on the last page, Malika is driving off with Rovie to have more STEM fun. So this is book 1, and there's a robot series. There are currently 5 books in this series. They are all available on Amazon, barnesandnoble.com, walmart.com, and several other places. This one is hardback. So if you go to those websites and you see the paperback, just wait a couple of days, and I'm hoping that Ingram Spark will start to populate the hardback books as well. Thank you for coming to join me, and stay STEM-tastic.